Oh, and we grow kalo in the valley. Most people call it taro, but taro's a Tahitian word. No more tea in the language. Make poi out of kalo. You guys like the poi? Oh, good stuff, poi. You guys try the poi? Huh? I like the poi. All of mine like poi. Make you big and strong. 12 times the vitamin, nutrient, minerals is milk. Fed to children all over the world who are lactate intolerant because no one in the world is allergic to it. And no more bad cholesterol. All it is kalo root ground up with water, nothing else added. Unless, of course, whoever made them never washed their hands. And, that's a bad thought, huh? Had a lady from Dallas, Texas the other day told me she thought poi tasted like grits gone bad. You ever eat grits? I like grits. I bet you I like bad grits too. Oh, and this other lady from Los Angeles, California, told me she thought poi tasted like wallpaper paste without the sugar. So I had to ask, you been eating wallpaper paste? Nothing wrong with that. I like wallpaper paste. I like it with 2 scoops of rice and some smoked meat on the grinds there, man. Any fishermen on board? Everybody fishes in Safeway? Oh, Ryan fishes a bit. Now, fishing out here can be so good in certain places, you gotta hide the bottom of the boat for bait to hook. Yeah. Anybody like sushi? Alright, on the grinds that, huh? Krista, this is one place where you can put your bait and your lunch in the same bucket and go fishing. I discovered that the other day. I didn't even thought about it until I went fishing with Kimo. I had to get 2 buckets of bait. He's gonna eat one. He brings his own soyu and chili pepper and all that. Mixes one. He's up there grinding 1 whole bucket of bait. And these valleys are very sacred to Hawaiian kind. You see, kings and queens and commoners alike are buried out here. Watch closely along the ridge lines where the clouds touch the mountaintop. You never know what you'll see next. And the rocks are covered with ancient Hawaiian petroglyphs, picture writing the Hawaiian used to use. Anybody ever tell you Hawaiian had no written form of language? Yeah, you can argue that point pretty easily. Yeah. In the year 1790, in his effort to put all the islands under one rule, King Kamehameha left the big island Hawaiian with his armies. He traveled across the channel and landed on the southeast shores of Maui. The battle for control of Maui started there and raged all along the south shore to the isthmus where we came from, finally ending here in the valleys, Kahalavai. It is said of the final battles that at its end it was so fierce, the waters Kahalavai were dammed with the bodies of the fallen soldiers. The waters ran red with their blood for weeks. Not the proudest time in Hawaiian history, but Hawaiian are proud of the fact that King Kamehameha did unite all the islands under one rule, stopped all the bickering and fighting which had been going on for centuries before. He kualoha Well, how do you like your islands? I think it's time to liven up the music. As Caitlin Collette know, you're flying around Hawaii with a raggedy old Hawaiian guy. You're going to get nothing but Hawaiian music, huh? But I can play you something from my old friend Israel Kamakikiole. So I tell you what. Let's see what I can find. Hey, you guys like country music? Hawaiian style? Like I said, you can dance, we get a license.
Almost heaven, West Makaha, High Ridge Mountain, crystal clear blue water. All my friends there, hanging down the beach, young and old among them, feel the ocean breeze. Country road, take me home.
Well, what do you think of my country music Hawaiian style?
I belong.
All that green stuff out there is the largest cash crop in the island. We call them ko. That's a Hawaiian word for sugar cane. The big bay over to the right side over there, Ma'alea. Here people call it Malaya. Stick with that if I were you, easier for say. Ma'alea means red soil though, and that's what's around the bay. Beach is public here in the island of Maui. No one keep you off any one of them. Just do not stop in the middle of the road. Local can run right over you. You know what breaks.
Stars up in the sky, country road, take me home to the place.
Go exploring, guys. Wailuku County seat here is old style Hawaiian. Paia just past the airport on Hana Highway. That's kind of like back in the 1960s. And up country Makawao, full on Paniolo Town. You can't get lost, island on one side, ocean on the other. You're back where you started from in no time.
We driving down the road, I feel spirits coming to me of yesterday, almost heaven.
Now, I know you're enjoying that, but no one gets away with that little Hawaiian rock and roll. I'd like to thank Colette and Caitlin for being the co-pilots. I know if I have any trouble, you take over and land. Alright. River, Chantel, Krista, Ryan, thank you for not smoking in the restroom. Mahalo. Putting any sugar mill there, as I mentioned. Last remaining sugar mill in the island. Great museum.
Oh, did the tale of the mischievous one who fished out all the islands and captured the sun. His deeds and tasks I will unmask so that you'll understand that before there was a Clark Kent, there was a Hawaiian Superman.
Ooh, like my song?
He fished out the
Well, guys, mahalo for flying with me. I hope you had a good time. I always do. I love a captive audience. Get a guest book in the building. Like to know how we're doing. We take comments, criticisms, and snide remarks. Have fun with that. And as we say here in the islands, aina mai kapuana. That is my story told. Ahoy ho! Till we meet again, guys. Cameras on the inside. Aloha! Let's see. I remember how to land.